to Good Morning Soapstone with your host, Trainer Cal and Lolly D.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Hey. How's everyone doing?
Woo!
Lolly.
Yeah,
What a week it's been.
Cal. Let me
She's going to show off her
quick here.
points again. She's showing off her points. Quick, give me your points, everyone. Everyone, test your points quickly. Let's just check your points. That's it. Keep going till we're above Lolly D. She's a milker for
news
points.
for you, Cal.
Oh
I
my
got bad
God,
news for you.
that's funny.
I'm on page
Yeah.
3, and neither one of us are there. Neither one. So let's just, that must be
We're on the
broken.
first
It's
page.
broken.
We're on the first
Clearly,
page.
it's broken. You're on the first page? What?
I'm on the first page. Yeah.
Okay. It's broken. It's clearly broken. Yeah, so don't
I am by the
pay no
page.
attention to that. So,
Oh,
Cal, how's it
been a
going?
week.
How's it going?
It's
I
been
know.
a terrible week for me, personally.
I know.
But other than that, we're less than, 5 days away from Christmas now? Is it 5 days? Everyone here excited for Christmas?
Yo, bro, could you move your
Yay.
camera out the way? I'm
I
trying to
know.
get a
Christmas
film.
is my
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah, we're
Happy
excited.
birthday for Christmas Day.
Oh, happy birthday! That's wonderful. That's awesome.
That is
Good
wonderful.
for you.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
It's,
Yeah, you
it's
know-
been a weird
Go ahead.
year, hasn't it? I think overall,
It
it's been a very
has.
weird year. But
Yeah,
we've made it here at least. Like we've had some great
We
things
did.
happening here. We've got you
We
guys
have.
here, which is even better.
I don't know.
We've got an
okay.
amazing
know-
guest today. So
we
haven't
do
heard
have
that
an amazing
comedy.
guest, and you know the fun
I thought
thing
it
that
was
we
pretty
can
cool, so just
reflect
read
on.
it.
Probably we'll be doing that on our next show. Is going over all the great guests we have had. We've got some wonderful ones that we can reflect on and what we've done, and all the great worlds we've learned about because of it. So it's been
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. So
we've
I know
travelled
you've
the
had
world
some
in here, haven't we?
Yeah,
we
but just
have
come
we really
here.
have, and we've made such good friends. I mean, that's the really
we
important part,
have.
right? We have made wonderful friends
have.
in here. So thank all of you guys for always being here. I mean, we love all of you. I know it's really hinky right now with the events being messy. You know, usually everybody knows
Yeah.
when and where and stuff, but right now it's kind of like, hey, just join in on us, and they end up other places. And so I suspect, you know, those who really want to get here they will get here eventually, but it's a little hinky right now with the events. So we'll get there.
And we've got
we got
the
lots going
unemployed
on today.
alcoholic to thank for that, haven't we? As well, that guy has put
We
up so
do.
much of his
No, I wanna
efforts
stay
and
here
time
because
into
I
this
really
place
like a
and
huge
ensure that
Yes.
we all have a
news
safe
thing, and I
place to
thought of-
laugh and bringing us fantastic events and being involved with what we do at the Soapstone, ensuring the
Yeah.
events go well. And yeah, he's just a fantastic guy.
Is he here? Do you know if he's here?
I think let me go grab the
Go-
person
go-
who created
go
the
s-
Soapstone.
yeah, go s-
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, go grab him real quick and have him come out and say hi to everybody. Yeah. Where are you? Uh-oh. Hey, user, we need you to maybe mute your microphone, sweetheart. Can you do that for us? Thank you.
So this
Yes,
is the
there he
real
is.
Unemployed alcoholic. This is the guy
This
that
is
created the
him.
Soapstone. How you doing today, Aaron?
This is him. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Did you guys know that it was created by a Metapop? Did you? No, we're teasing. We're teasing. This is a Metapop. Have you guys seen these? There's a few of them hanging around. Have you guys seen them? Our
No.
guest, Saydeechan, who's going to be our guest here today, creates these, and you can purchase those for your friends or loved ones in the metaverse. And Cal and I thought this was such a great idea. We wanted to get one for Aaron for Christmas. And so Aaron, being the amazing person he is, he found a way to get him in here.
Him? Is this like a
No,
real
have
person?
you been talking to the doll?
Hey,
Oh, hi, Aaron.
Sorry,
Come on out.
sorry. I hate to alarm you.
There he is. There he is.
This is what you would call an imposter. Among Us.
This is an imposter. This is a real imposter. So yeah, there we go. So yes, we thought Sadie did such a beautiful job on those. We wanted to get one for Aaron too. And
Well, that is super cool. I appreciate this from both of you guys. That's a cool gift. I've never had a pop. So that
A Metapop.
is super a Metapop. That's like a desktop. And the other guys,
Yeah,
the movie.
so we're going to be talking to Sadie about these. We're going to be talking to
Yeah.
Sadie about these Metapops too when she comes on out. But yeah, we wanted to show you
Super cool,
Aaron's.
Super cool. Well, this is great. Again, thank you guys for this gift, and Sadie, thank you for creating this thing. I did see Oculus 410 had one of these a while back, and I was pretty jealous. And I have
Yeah.
made it. As soon as you've got a cartoon version of yourself, or actually rather a cartoon version of the cartoon version of yourself, I think you've made it.
Then you've made it. You're right. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's great.
Well, I appreciate you. I know we got a great guest and a full show packed. Good to see everybody. User, good to see you. Bustler, good to see you. Hulk, yeah, good crowd. Hey, Rob. Yep, Steve,
Hey.
man, good stuff. Oh, back in the
Yes.
cheap seats back there, the booths. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
who's
right,
up in the
everybody.
booth today? Let's say hi.
Yeah, who
who's
we
up
got
there?
in the
Open
booth?
up the booth. There we go.
All right,
Elma,
man, it's a
Killer,
party up in
Sadie's
the
up
booth.
there. Hey guys.
Hey.
Cool. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Gang in today.
Yeah,
Yes, we
appreciate
do.
you all. I'm gonna take my doll and go home.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Well, before we yes, I love that doll. I love it. I hope he puts it to some good use. And we understand if he doesn't have room in the Soapstone because we are packed full in the Soapstone. So we may not
especially
have
with
him
the
in the
Draft
Soapstone,
Bar
but
events going on, we need it to be
Yeah.
smooth as we possibly can.
we
Who
do.
knows,
So
though? There might be in the new year some new updates with Meta, giving us new capacity, more capacity.
maybe,
How cool would that
Or
be?
maybe we'll have like a Where's Waldo situation, looking for Aaron's pop wherever it may be.
Put 'em in
I
the
mean, we could do
tree
that.
and, in other
Yeah,
worlds.
or in other worlds. Yeah, it might be fun. Hey, listen, we have
Trainer.
Sadie Chen for you today, who is absolutely.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
go
I
ahead,
don't mean
Elmo.
to be rude, but trainer, are you in party only?
No.
Are we still in a party at all? We shouldn't be. You can't hear him?
Maybe, right?
If you
Your
can
mic
hear me,
is
that's all
slightly-
that matters. It's okay.
Tiny, we
Yeah,
can
I can no
longer
I'm
hear
just-
trainer
I'm just-
at all.
Trainer, you're
oh no,
much
Trainer. Well, maybe
quieter.
hop off and come back, Trainer. Hop off the stage and come back on. Maybe.
Good idea.
Maybe.
I can hear you.
Is that
Oh,
better?
I love
did that match?
this.
Meh, a little bit.
Eh.
Did it?
Let me go back.
No? Check and see if your microphone's in
Yeah,
nearby,
we
buddy.
can hear you now.
Okay, good. You just wanted to come back in and get a bunch of applause. I know how you are.
No, trainer, yeah, go back into the backstage and then come back out on stage or hop down off the stage or something because you keep putting yourself in the whisper
Or
zone.
just leave. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Sounds like
Anyway,
Pat
before
Lobo.
our show gets going today, we have a producer that was he was with us and he's been with us for 7 or 8 months, and he has a skill that we actually really love to showcase. He is a beatboxer, and we always thought, hey, why not a little beatboxing first thing in the morning? So before we get going with Sadie, come on out here, Killer Frost. Where are you, my
Let's
friend?
bring on the boots and
I
cats.
just came back.
There he is. Hey. We are so welcome. We are so lucky to have such an amazing team of people. We have all these different individual skills. We're still trying to help Trainer with some, but he's right. Trainer's an amazing host and an amazing builder. He knows I'm
Yes.
kidding him.
He's
But
an amazing
but
guy.
Killer is a great beatboxer, and he's one of our producers, and he works hard around here, and we like to showcase him every once in a while. So Trainer Cal and I are going to step off for a minute and give you the stage for a couple seconds. And Ronnie, we're in the middle of a show. If you haven't noticed, Ronnie, thank you. If it's not obvious to some of you, I know it's obvious to most of you, we are in the middle of a show, so we'd really appreciate it if you would stay off the stage while we have our show going, or maybe head to a different instance of the Soapstone. You can do your thing up there. So, okay, Killer, we're going to turn the stage over to you, my friend, and let you belt one out for us.
Alrighty. Well, you heard from her, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Take your pants off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay.
Glad you guys enjoyed.
It was awesome.
There was so many boots and cats in that. So many.
You know, I tried that whole boots and cats thing. I'm like, I can do this, and it, boy, no, I can't. No, I can't do it at all. Not at all.
It's easy to say boots and cats. That's not the problem. It's saying it fast. That's what you
It sounds more like I sound more like Donald Duck when I try to do it, and it just doesn't work. So,
Oh, God.
so that's a talent that I can completely appreciate. So thanks, Killer, for helping
No
us out this
problem.
morning. We appreciate it. It's a talent we definitely appreciate.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the booth.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that's the thing around here. Whether you perform or not, when you gotta work the booth, you gotta work the booth. Langdon, please step off the stage. This is not time for you. We have a show going on right now, so we need you.
Bruh.
Oh, really? Okay.
I swallowed.
That's a report.
Oh, no.
So I will...
Yep, you're gone.
We have these things happen from time to time. Yeah, we got some rude little people in here this week. But we all know that's part of being in the metaverse, right?
And, if Santa Claus is listening right now, they'd get coal, right?
That's straight on the naughty list right there.
Exactly.
It is straight on the naughty list.
It's
completely.
But anyway,
So
let's move briskly past the rudeness and talk
yes,
about our amazing guest that we've got coming on, Lolly.
this woman. Oh my gosh, if you're lucky enough to be here today, she doesn't do interviews very often, and we are so lucky that she granted us one. But she is an amazing artist. If you have not seen the worlds of Saydeechan, you are missing out. You go in there and you look around and you're like, how did she do that? How did she make that? What did she do? Right? And I'm so excited to ask her some of those questions, but also, they're just the right kinds of worlds. Like she has a Serenity world that's just
We love you. Woo!
and also Matrix. We need to be quiet. Also her Christmas world. It's amazing. We've all been in the Christmas world,
Please,
right?
That Christmas world alone inspired me to add Christmas bits into my world because of how
Yes.
fantastically done it was.
Wait, what happened?
Like
It is.
I travel many worlds when I'm bored in the morning just to get
I'm
ideas
11.
and every time I see Saydeechan as an editor, collaborator, owner on any world, I'm clicking like this. I'm like, go, and I try to get there just because I know anything with her name on it is going to be fantastic. And I've made up words. I've made up words that don't exist, and I'm a teacher. Words should be real for me. But I've described some of her worlds of words that I couldn't even repronounce. They're that fantastic because I lose my trail of thought. And I was with Juicy Jessica and you in that world once. A beautiful world. It's just calming. And we had a long conversation there in there, and I described it as it was a mixture between the word beautiful, amazing, and I just said this is amazing. And I was like,
yes,
that's weird. It's beautiful and amazing. And
it is.
Every
It's
world
great.
we go to of hers is just fantastic, and she never fails to impress. That's all I
Right.
can say.
Right. I totally
Enough
agree.
of us
Well,
talking about her.
yeah, we're talking about her. Why don't we actually have her come out? So, guys, can you turn that play up music on and let's invite out our beautiful guest, Miss Saydeechan. Yes, come on out. There she is. Yay, Sadie. Yes, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, there she is. There she is. All right.
How about now? Is that working?
Yes. Oh boy. Oh,
Awesome.
Matrix. See now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've
Oh,
got big fans,
we apologize.
Sadie.
Yeah.
I just
Got
want
lots of fans.
before we move on, Juicy Jessica wanted to be here to actually
Mhm.
watch this show. This
Sorry,
is one
can
of her
you see?
favorite shows that was in the lineup. But she can't be
Yeah,
here.
she's
at the
always
moment
here.
due to due to running errands, unfortunately, because of Christmas. So
Aw.
luckily,
Yes.
Sturm is recording it, so she will be able to see it as well. But
Yes, and it
just
will be
wanted
up
you
on
to know
YouTube.
personally she looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yes. So anybody who wants to see it, it'll be up on YouTube. So there you go with that.
That's
so
awesome. Well, thank you for
So
having me here.
Sadie, first of all, before we even move on to you, let us thank you for that amazing Metapop that you got done for Cal and I to give to the unemployed alcoholic. We appreciate it very much. He loved it, loved it, loved it. We almost tried to get you to come before we gave it to him, but we thought, maybe there's a slight chance he could make room for it in the Soapstone so we could show it today. And he did it. And for Aaron to do that, that's a lot of moving around, a lot of danger, because he's got a full instance. He's got people moving around, but he did it. He went into edit mode. He put it in here for us all in like 20 minutes before we did the show. So thank you, Aaron, wherever you're at now. But we wanted to show your work. And you sell those, right? So people can know that they can contact you to buy one of those if you want one of your own. So how would they do that, Sadie, before we move on? How would they get your
Just DM me on social networks and let me know that you want it. Just send me pictures of your avatar, and then I'll get to work on it. So.
All right.
Awesome. And what's your handles on social? Is it just Saydeechan, or how would we reach
it's
you?
Saydeechan.vr.
Saydeechan.vr. There we are.
Okay, cool. Very nice. All right. So Sadie, we talked a little bit before you got out here. Maybe give them a little background on you before you came to Horizons.
Sure, yeah. So I live in Jersey. I was born and raised in Japan, but I live in Jersey now. I'm a mom. I have a 7-year-old boy. And I entered the metaverse in January, and I think just like everybody else, I bought it to just play games. And I found this platform, and when I first got in here, I was mind blown because this was new to a lot of people, and it was definitely new to me. I was just so mind blown, and that's where I met a lot of people. And around April, May-ish, that's when I started building and creating art in here.
Nice. And I would say your worlds are primarily art based. Was that an accurate depiction? I mean, that's your focus is the art.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what was the first world you created when you came in?
So I built a brunch spot. It's called the brunch spot. I kind of wanted like a hangout because I love to go to the brunch on weekends, Sunday brunch with my friends, birthday or hang out with my friends. That's my thing. So I kind of wanted like a day party type of space. So that's what I made, and a couple of my friends helped me build my first build. I don't go back to it anymore because it was my first build, and now I'm kind of like, sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, oh, like it's cringeworthy because it's my first build, and now that I look at it, I feel like I didn't do an awesome job. So, but yeah, that was my.
I actually like it. I just recently saw that one, and I love hanging out there.
Oh, really?
I thought it was very comfortable. And
I'm thinking about renovating it.
Oh, well, I think whatever you do to it'll be amazing, like everything else you do. I don't think that's an issue at all.
It's funny you say that because we revisited one of my first worlds and I cringed. It was like, how would I ever release something like that? Is what I said. I was like, there's ripping here. I couldn't use the snap tool, by the way. That was one of the things I couldn't do in my first build. So everything was wonky. And do you know what I said? I vouched this that I would never change it. I would never update it. It's there to remind me how far I've come. And it's to remind me how I started.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, maybe I should just leave it as it is because it's like, it's a first world, and you could see the progress that I've made since then.
The progress, yeah. That's it. And what progress have you made? It's amazing. Like some of the like the Trippyverse, amazing world. Like some of the stuff that's gone into that, the thought process. You've got the is it Space Z? ZZ Space, amazing world again. One of the ones that me and Lolly actually went to, and it's just so calming. And the telescope, by the way. The telescope, the little alien in there, like you look through, and there's me like trying to really look, and I'm hitting my head on things because I'm moving close to things. It's just unreal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It really is.
Yes,
But
it really
tell us your
is.
thought process behind some of these new worlds that you've made, some of these calming worlds.
Well, so usually for me at least, like when I start building, I don't really go out of my way to look for ideas. I kind of just let it naturally come to me, and I will just have this like like this, I just have this brilliant ideas all of a sudden. And I'll just start grabbing like inspos from like pictures or Pinterest, anywhere I can see, and I'll just observe them in my mind and kind of like map it out in my mind how I want it to look, and that's how it all starts. So really, I'm not really in a rush to like, oh my god, I need to create another world. I need to create another world. I just sit back, relax, and let the inspiration just come to me. Yeah, come to me naturally. And I think that's when I produce the best work. I don't force it on me.
It's the best way. I think that's the best way to do it. It's a true artist, if you're asking me. And the best ideas do come to us naturally. It's when we think and we use our creativity and start putting things together. One of them, one of the spots that Lolly's recently published is our cave, and that cave has been built by other creators as well, just dropping things in. And Lolly's, she would admit, she's not a builder, but it's still a fantastic world because it shows the creativity. It shows the creativity, and that's what people don't understand. When you start replicating or building something that's already been built elsewhere, unless that's what you're planning to do, it doesn't really come as creative. Yes, you can replicate something. That's fantastic. There's some really good skills in Horizon that can do that. But when you start building your own places from memory or from your own creative mind, that's when worlds pop. And you can tell with your worlds, they really pop. So yeah, I'm just pleased that you're building.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank
me
you.
too.
I really appreciate
now in
that.
in this Serenity world where you have that big window, I got the right name, right? The big window that you have. Oh my gosh, I sit there and just, I mean, it's just the way you do it. It's just got, I don't know, magic is the word that comes to mind for me, and the beautifulness of it, and it's just you want to look out this window. And I just kept sitting there and I didn't want to leave. I was getting so much peace and calm because I was having a day, we get days in here. We all do. I know we do with people sometimes in here. And so you go there and I was just like, it's like a big exhale, and
that's
I noticed more and more. Yeah. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
That's great because that was my goal, to create a space where you can calm your five senses. So I have social anxiety and I also have ADHD. So I'm easily overstimulated. So, when there's a lot of noises and sounds and a lot of commotion going on, I get very overwhelmed quickly. So I just wanted to create a space where I can just pop in and just relax and, calm my nerves.
Yeah.
So
and
you have done it.
Yeah, definitely. With a few of your worlds, you have things that mesmerizes people. Like going back to the Space Z, it's got that lo-fi type music where you can go in, it's just chill. Like I've went into one of your worlds whilst I'm working, just so I can listen to the music, and I'd go into that private room, just hit the private room, and I'd be typing away a report on my keyboard just so I can listen to it, put my headset back on when I need a break, and just look out the window and just like see the little dragonfly that floats about. I'm mesmerized by that. And
I love that dragonfly, by the way.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Is it?
That was
is it the
actually
dragonfly?
made by, yeah, it's a dragonfly. So that was actually made by Coda KOD. So I've collected, some of the assets that my friends made, and the dragonfly was one of the assets that Coda KOD. He's an amazing artist, by the way. He has this whole line of Coda Aquarium. That looks similar to that, and it's an amazing work, and he gifted to me, so that's where I put it in there.
And isn't it nice how these artists just, I mean, like he was saying, they'll come into my cave and my builder friends will look at it and go, really, Lolly? I'm like, listen, you guys know I'm not a builder. So they immediately just go start fixing things. And then they'll say, you need one of these. And maybe you should have one of these. And it's so fun to have those experiences. So it's great that you have
Sure,
an
yeah.
equally talented friend to share things with. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely look each other out. You know, if one needs something, then if I have it, then I'll give it to them, and vice versa. We definitely look each other out when it comes to building and trying to succeed on this platform.
So great. Now, one of my other favorites of yours, because I love ice cream, is your ice cream museum. And I thought, I walked in and I was like, yeah, ice cream, okay. But the way you have displayed everything, it's definitely an art museum, and it is so fun. I just wanted to be in there. You just want to experience it. Maybe talk about that. Why ice cream, and what was your inspiration for the different rooms?
So there's a real museum of ice cream out there. And I think that I know that there's one in New York. I think there's one in Chicago as well. There's a couple of places around the United States. And I know that people will go visit there to take pictures because they have all these art pieces that you could take pictures with, like use it as like a backdrop. And everybody wants a nice Instagram pictures. So, they would literally go there just to take pictures. And just like my world, it's the same experience. You walk through different rooms, and every room has different art pieces, and you take pictures. And that was the whole idea behind it. I wanted to create like a metaverse version of a real life museum of ice cream, and I just looked up some pictures and inspiration, and I just started building it in there. And I also wanted to create something that was kid friendly, children friendly, because I feel like if there are more children friendly worlds out there, it's most likely that it would keep them out of adult, worlds that are not really good for them. So,
Right.
at least if I built something like that, they have some places to go to and bring their friends. And to be honest, I think children are one of the demographics that make a world really popular as well, because they'll keep, when they like something, they'll keep going back, and they'll bring all their friends, and they have places to visit. So
Well, we have a lot of kids. Well, speaking of kids, and let's talk about that for a minute, because we do have a lot of kids who end up in the Soapstone for different reasons, and a lot of times it's because the Soapstone doors everywhere, and they just wander in here. They really don't know the vibe. They're new to VR or whatever, so they pop in here, right? And so I always ask the adults. Some of them. Let's be honest. Some of the kids are just flat out rude, and those kids to me should be treated the same as we treat a rude adult. We let them know we're not going to tolerate it, and we use our tools. But a lot of them are really good kids, and if you just turn around and say to them, hey, this is the way we do this here, they'll be like, oh, okay. Or, this isn't for you. Let me show you someplace else. Oh, okay. They're glad and they're great. So I always ask the adults, let's be patient with the kids. Even the ones that jump up here the first time on stage, during a show, we're not usually too upset with them. We say, hey, dude, we've got a show, maybe pay attention. And they do. And they're all good about it. But that being
I think
said,
it's very important. Yeah. I think it's
yeah, it
also
is.
our
But
responsibility to protect the kids as well, because I mean we can't get rid of them, right? Like they're gonna be here
no, we
regardless.
can't.
So
But
yeah,
they're the future too. They are the future.
exactly.
And what is wrong with getting their minds, not under 13, they shouldn't be here at all, but the older ones, one of them told me something that really resonated with me, that I hadn't thought of. I said to him, he was a really cool kid, probably 14, somewhere around there. And I said to him, why do you want to be in the Soapstone? I don't get why you want to be here. There's amazing worlds out there for you, all these games and everything. You know what he said to me? He said, what you don't understand is in all those games, they don't talk. All of those people just are playing the games, and I can't make friends. Because when we all came into VR, probably a lot of you, it was so new that everyone was anxious to make friends. That's not necessarily the case anymore. There's a lot of people all
Right.
huddled up in groups and tribes, and they don't really want newcomers in. So I always say to everybody, you know, if you get an opportunity to welcome people in, don't forget that, because we were new ones
Sure.
too. So welcome
That's true.
everybody in. So that was his logic. Like, I want friends, and here you can talk. And so that really made me think, you know, yep, they need friends too. So remember that,
They
guys.
do.
Be kind to the kids out there. Yeah.
They
Hey,
do.
Cal, what's your favorite Sadie world? Which one's your favorite?
Oh, do you know what? I categorize your world. So one, I'm going to say art. My favorite one is your tribute to is it Aliyah? Aliyah, I want to say Aliyah. And
Aaliyah.
I,
Aaliyah world.
I
Aaliyah,
thought,
yes.
Aaliyah. I went in there. Juicy Jessica showed me that one. I walked in. I goes. The first thing I said was, how the did she manage to get a picture in here? She said, that's not a picture, Cal. She made that. I was like, no way. And I looked closer. You have done something that I never thought could be done in Horizon. You made a image look real. You made a person look real. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. And like, I you know, I went back there only yesterday, just to go have a look at all the worlds again. And I was just blown away. Every time I look at it, it's phenomenal. So it makes
Thank
me
you.
think: Are you an artist in real life? Do you draw in real life, or is this like something you just started in
So
here?
yeah, so I do digital art in real life as a hobby. I don't
Okay.
really try to make money off of it or anything like that, but I just bought an iPad and an Apple Pen, and I downloaded
Nice.
Procreate, and I just started drawing
Yeah.
portrait and creating like
Nice.
a cartoon version of a person or real pictures, and that's how I started in here as well. So I started off by making 2D art. The first art piece that I made was Frida, the Mexican painter with the
Yeah.
unibrow. It was very simple, very low
No.
capacity. But then I'm a type of person that I like to challenge myself, so I started making different kind of
Yes.
art.
Yeah.
You know, then I was wondering like, oh, maybe I can start making a portrait. Then I started, adding more details to it. And mind you, I really didn't know I had the capabilities to do that at all. I didn't know I could do it. But again, like I said, I'm a type
It's
of
one of
person I
those
push
things,
myself.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you don't know till you
So
try, do you? That's the thing. Like
mhm.
you see the good thing about you, and this is what I'm learning from speaking to you now, is that you see a vision that you have, and you try
Mhm.
everything you can to make that vision come true. And you can see that with
Yeah.
your worlds. It really does resonate to what you do. And if you guys haven't seen the worlds from Saydeechan, click her name in a minute and just have a look at some of the worlds and the pictures through the worlds. They're amazing. But to me, that's one of my favorite. Simple world, very simple, but beautiful. And then my other
Yes.
ones are the trippy verses. I absolutely love them because I think they're so fun. But
Oh, yeah, those are
I'm a
great.
fan of that one. Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it's a very speakeasy type of environment. Like that's the first time I knew what a
Mhm.
speakeasy was. By the way, apparently it's a US thing. Never knew what that was in the UK. And I
Mhm.
walked in, someone's like, "Touch that." I was like, "I don't want to flush that. Just touch it." And I started spinning. I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Then the music hits you, and you get taken on a journey, and it's just incredible. Honestly, really
Right.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. My goal with that was to create an experience. I mean, hangout spots are awesome. They're cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
But then
Yep.
we need experience. This is a metaverse. You can literally go and experience anything that you want. So I just wanted to create something that's not normal. That's out of the ordinary. Something you
Yeah.
don't get to experience in real life. So, and that's where I got the trippy world idea from, where you come into this world and first you end up in this random either bedroom or laundromat or a public bathroom, and you start to wonder to yourself like, why am I here? But then there's a secret entrance to this whole immersive, psychedelic, trippy experience, and that's the type of experience I wanted to provide to the Horizon community. So, and I think I was able to achieve that, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that.
You definitely achieved it. I can tell you that. I've not been through it just once. I've been through it probably. I'm in double digits at this point. I love it. I just show people you need to see
I
this.
appreciate
I
the
took you there,
support,
Lolly,
yeah.
and I was like, you need to see
You
this. You need to
did.
see this.
He did. He's
So
he's
cool.
the reason I even knew that you were you know who you were, because he would say to me, "You've got to see her worlds. You got to see her worlds." And then of course, then I started looking at all of them. So yeah, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And the cool thing,
and-
I like, you've got the meta pops in all your worlds, just
What the-
sat somewhere like at the end or on the fireplace. It's like, and that's how obviously people see them. They're like, they're cool, and That's how you get your commissions.
I,
People see
so
it and
I
they're like,
think,
wow.
yeah, so I think the meta pop really helped people know who I am, because it was like the last impression that I was leaving.
Yeah.
People in their experiences. So, they see my meta pop at the end and say, okay, Saydeechan. So when I pop into other worlds, when I'm socializing and when they come across me, like, oh my God, you're Saydeechan. So it's like
That's awesome.
people remember who I am because, and with that being said, like the way I came up with an idea on creating a meta pop is, I wanted to, it was more of a marketing tool that I wanted to use it as. Most likely like being present in the world without actually being there. Like people will know who you are. So that's what I came up with the idea to make like a exact replica of who I am and call it the Metapop, which is a metaverse version of Funko Pop. And I think it really helped people remember who I am. Because all I can remember is when I wasn't building at all, I would go world hop, but I would barely pay attention to who actually created the world. Because I wasn't too familiar with it. I mean, now that I'm a creator, I go into a world and be like, oh, who created this? I actually want to know who actually created it. But, when I was just world hopping, when I wasn't doing, any building at all, I didn't always look at who created it. So, that's why I just wanted to like leave something there that's gonna have people remember who you are. And I think it's working. So
it is definitely working. Well, we were going to allow some time for questions from the audience. Are you okay with that? Because I know they're anxious to ask you some questions. Is that be okay?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Sturm, did you have a question?
Do you want me to ask you a question that I know you're going to ask them?
What has been your biggest challenge in the metaverse?
So I think there's two things. So as far as my creative process, I think the environment, the landscaping is the hardest part of creating because you got to give off that illusion. You have to think about the color and distance and the scaling it correctly. And that has been my biggest challenge as far as creating. That's when I created Serenity. It's all landscaping and I was challenging myself to see if I could do it. So that's what I came up with. Now, as far as social wise, I think, you're constantly around new people from different backgrounds, from different states, different country, and things like that. So it's really trying to find people that you align with,
right?
Your kind of people where you fit in, and sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes you associate yourself with people that's not really good for you or that could be toxic and things like that. And I think that's some of the hardest thing in the metaverse. It's that you're surrounded by all these new people with new different values and different mindset, and you're just trying to find where you fit in and who are your real friends or
who's your
friends,
peeps,
who's
your tribe,
who are your people, and
yeah,
things like that. That's been the hardest part.
But when you find them, it's so beautiful. It is such a beautiful experience. And I think the more you travel around, the more you travel around, the more you start realizing, oh yeah, this person, no, and this one, wow, And then what I found, and I was so amazed, the people that I was attracted to were also attracted to each other. So I have this group that's so big, they all have their own individual, really tight buddies that they hang out with, but it amazes me how we're all connected anyway. Like we all know each other. It's just wonderful. I love it. It's great. Yeah. But you're right. That is a challenge. When you first get here, it's really rough. It's really rough trying to find your spot.
Yeah,
it is. It totally is.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone else have a question for Sadie?
I had
your
a
hand
question.
up? Okay, go ahead.
So the biggest question for me was when you first, made all like your first world and people started like joining it like crazy, what was your thoughts, like from when you made it to now where people just come in and out every day?
Good question.
You know, so as far as the word performance, I guess I didn't know what to expect. I just, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be popular or if it's just gonna be one of those where I built it and I get 100 likes and that's it. But I realized
Just 100
that
likes, Sadie? Just 100? I think my cave's up to about 7. Anyway, go ahead.
I didn't mean it like
go
that.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but then when I realized that it was really like becoming popular and people were actually bringing new people in, and a lot of them have told me like, oh, every time I introduce, this platform, that your world is the first, first world that I will take them to, and that's how I'm getting, a lot of likes and things like that, and I just feel very appreciative. Like I feel so blessed. Like I'm just like in awe. Like this is amazing. Like I just appreciate all the support that everybody's given me. I receive all the messages on Instagram telling me how much they like my world and they want to see more of it. That just means a lot to me because at that point I feel like I've accomplished something here. Like I built with a purpose. I delivered these worlds for people to experience and enjoy, and that was my goal, and I was able to achieve that. So
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, it's not like they're just doing it because Sadie's our friend and we need to support her. That's how I got my 7 likes, by the way. But with you, it's earned. And in all seriousness, it's earned because people want to be there. You all go there for your friend to begin with. And you're like, yeah, this is good job. But when with your worlds, it's like you've got the colors right, you've got the animation right, you've got the magic right, you've got the music right, you've got it right, so that we want to be there. That's what you accomplished, and that's why you deserve all the accolades you get, because as an artist, you put it together and made sure it was attractive to people, and that is a talent. That is a definite talent.
thank you.
Does anyone have another question for Sadie? This is your chance.
Dreamer,
I do.
Come on up, Dreamer.
Leanne.
can we
Also
turn
We'll get you next
stage
week.
off, guys? Can we turn the stage
Oh yeah,
off?
we got to turn the stage off for the question part. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Okay,
Come on
there we
now,
go.
dude.
Come on up. Sorry.
Almost-
Sorry, Dreamer.
Okay.
There we are too.
It sounds like all your worlds are made with like a lot of intention, like from beginning to end. But which one would you say has like the least amount of intention from beginning to end, where you kind of went in and you didn't really have a plan, and you just kind of tinkered and something magical came out of it? Which one would you say is like would be that one for you?
I think a lot of my worlds are like that. So I guess I think the first one is my first Trippy World, Trippy Chamber, was probably one of those moments where I kind of just put things together. I mean, it was my first Trippy World, and I didn't know how it was going to. I didn't know if people were gonna like it. But people liked it. That's why I made the second one and the third one. So that one I was kind of following the same path and like a same theme as the Ice Cream World, where I wanted to like a walk-in experience. But I wanted a little more of a art and like a psychedelic feel to it, and I pretty much kind of just put a bunch of things together that didn't make sense, but that was the whole point of it. So I kind of just like, trust the process, and I've had some help with the scripting and things like that because I'm not a huge scripter. And I just wanted to give people a crazy experience, and that's what I came up with. And turns out that people loved it, and that's when I was like, okay, then maybe I should make a part 2. And people love that one, A Trippy Realm. I think that's the most popular ones right now. Then I was like, okay, then I might as well just keep going. Then here's a part 3. It's gonna be like a whole trippy universe. So eventually my goal is to create more of those trippy worlds, and part 4, part 5, create a hub where people could just travel from part 1 to the end. So eventually that's definitely something I want to do.
That's awesome. That's great. Awesome. Someone else had a question. Someone else did. Who was it? I heard somebody say they had a question. Oh, come on up, sweetie. Come on, Leanne.
Leanne.
Come on.
Okay.
There you go.
As an artist myself, I have two questions. One, when did you like start like art altogether? And two, what is your art style?
That's a great question. I mean, I've never really thought about my art style, because so I was always into crafting and art. I was always artsy ever since I was a kid. Um, I used to do digital art since Windows Windows 98 was around. I used to open up the Windows Paint, and I used to like play around with the shape and like draw things um, on it. And also, I taught myself how to create a website. And around that time, you have to know how to do HTML and coding. Now you have all these platforms that pretty much creates it for you. It's very easy, it's very user friendly. But at that time, I had to learn myself, and I actually built a website from ground up from a notepad, and everything in there, like the background, the logos, and the little icons and GIF images and things like that. I made it myself. So I've always been very artistic ever since I was a kid, but I just didn't make art. Art wasn't my priority. I was just interested in other things, and I would always find myself going back to it, and that's why I ended up grabbing my iPad and started drawing Procreate and things like that. So, I don't think I have a specific style of art. I'm just really, I think I'm still trying to figure myself out as an artist, like where I fit in the best. What's like, what am I good at,
Skip it up and dum bum bum.
I always think labels of art styles. I think that's a great question, though. But I always think labels of art styles or any music style or anything is something that people who listen to it need, not the people who create it need, because you should have the freedom to do whatever the heck you want. You don't have to fit in a style. That's how you create a brand new style. So that's how all of those brand new styles got created. So, to me, it's just, you don't have to be any particular style.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm constantly challenging myself, trying different kind of art, abstract art or, cartoon version of portrait, or, I'm an open-minded person. So, and I like to keep challenging myself. So, if there's anything like for example, recently, wanted to do plaster art because I wanted a plaster canvas like on my wall, and it was too expensive to buy. So I was like, oh, maybe I could just make it myself, So, yeah, stuff like that. So,
yeah,
That's
beautiful. Great question. Great question. Does anyone else have a question? Anyone else have another question? No, you guys are good. All right. Cal, do you have any other questions for Stady? Oh, I'm sorry, I tripped all over that. Do you have any other questions? I'm like, that is ridiculous. I am not.
Which, it's not necessary for right this second, but we'll do it in a minute. But if you could send everyone here to one of your worlds, what world would you choose?
So I would say this Christmas, right? Because the holidays right around the corner. There's a lot of activities to do in there, a lot of achievements, so many places to explore, and I put other Christmas world's doors, so you could kind of go on a Christmas world hop in there. So I think that's definitely a place to be.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. I thought you wanted to ask a question. Yeah, no, we're live.
Well,
Have we seen that professional
I thought this was one of those recordings. Yeah, I thought it was like recording. Yeah.
Oh my! I feel honored that he would even think we could possibly be recording. Thank you. Thank you so much. You made my day. All right.
So
anybody else have anything they want?
Love that.
Yes. Yeah, no, this Christmas is the best. You know who told me about this Christmas is Kawaii Creator. She's a big fan. And, to me, if she's a big fan, I mean, you guys have all seen their worlds. Wow. Right. And so she's the one who's and she actually contacted you for me, which I appreciated. So I owe her that. She did. Yeah. So that was great. Is she here? No, she's not here.
No,
hi, Burden.
I'm saying hi to Burden.
Burden's here.
How's it going?
Hey, Burden. Hey,
He's
another one
probably
of our
like,
friends
oh my
here.
gosh, she is on the stage.
We got her on the stage, Burden. She's on the stage. Yeah.
We've done it.
I know exactly what
We've
he
done
was
it.
thinking as soon as he
We've done
walked
it.
in.
I know, right? And she's doing a
Yeah,
great
she don't talk
job.
much.
She's, but she's doing great today. And I was a little worried because
Yeah.
and I was warned. I was warned by a couple people. They go, "Oh, you're going to interview Sadie. I hope you have a lot to say." And I go, "Why? She's not going to
Didn't need
talk."
to.
I said, "She's going to
She's
talk.
a natural. She's a natural.
She's a natural. She's beautiful at it. She's great."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No.
I'm getting used to this.
No, but it is hard to talk about yourself, and I'll just acknowledge that. It's
Yeah.
easy for me to ask you questions, but when I've been interviewed, and I know you've been through it too, I'm like, oh God, what are they going to ask me? And I get all nervous. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do. So, do you have any ideas for upcoming? Do you have a plan for something new, or?
So I am part of a couple of projects, but I can't really discuss it due to NDA. But I'm part of a team where we're building for bigger clients.
Yes.
So, but for myself, right now, I'm like in one of those phases where I'm kind of chilling. Just letting the idea naturally come to me.
You gotta chill.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah. I'm taking a break. If I get ideas, I'll
Definitely.
just wait for them to come to me. Eventually I'll have a brilliant idea and I'll start building. So I'm just
Beautiful.
I'm just in a chill mode right now.
Beautiful.
You deserve it. You've worked very hard this year. Very hard. Great worlds.
And you have graced us with so many gifts that we're so grateful for. And they're the kind that we can keep going back to and back to and back to. And I do. And I love it. So thank you, Sadie. We will open a portal to Sadie's Christmas world. Or do we have a door out there? We might have a door.
No, I don't. No, Aaron's changed the doors this week. We did have a door, but the doors have changed.
We did.
But I can drop a portal right now. Right now.
Yeah, we can drop
Just
a
say-
portal.
just say the word.
Let's just make sure before you say it. Is there anyone? I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance. Burden, did you have a question you want to ask Sadie, or because since you just got here? No, are you good? Or
Oh, I don't have a question. I just have a statement, real quick.
come on
I
up,
don't
then,
know-
Burden. Make your statement, my friend. Come on up.
Lord. Okay. Can y'all hear me real quick? Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right, real quick. First of all, it's morning still on the West Coast, so good morning, everybody. Trainer Cal, Sadie, what up? Lolly, hi. Just a statement. Yeah, she's Sadie has come a long way. Since I've met her within Horizon. Well, I have this drip, so bear with me. She's come a long way since I've known her within Horizon World, and I don't know if you guys seen oh my goodness, all the phenomenal things that she has done, especially in regard to the portraits and the things that she's done in recognition to the people that have passed, celebrities like Aaliyah, Malcolm X that she's put together that I have in Ask the Q, Speak Your Truth. She's also put together this phenomenal Tupac portrait for somebody that she holds close to her heart as well. And I just want to say that I'm ridiculously proud of her for taking on this aspect of who she is and challenging herself to be more outspoken and really take charge and you know what I'm saying, take her flowers, because she definitely deserves it. And she's definitely a force to be reckoned with within Horizon World. And I want to say I'm very proud to know her, and I'm ridiculously proud of her as a whole. So yeah, that's me.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you,
Thank you.
Burden.
Thank you, Burden. That was awesome.
Wow.
That was beautiful. With those, well, we can't top that. So we are at the end of our show. Sadie, any last words to everybody, or should we just get to that portal? Whatever you all want to do.
Well, thanks everybody for being here, and I really appreciate everybody's support. Stay tuned on my future work. You can follow me on Instagram, saydeechan.br, to stay updated on all the things that I'm going to be putting out. So,
And buy your buddy a Metapop. We made UA very, very happy with our Christmas gift. Thank you for, giving us something to give him to impress him. So that helped Cal and I give him a great Christmas gift. So thank you. We appreciate it very much.
Anyway,
yes, let's get a picture, please. Let's get a picture.
Sure.
And then we'll get everybody on stage.